they want to go through all these obstacles. They
Right.
want to fail. They want to make mistakes. They want to learn from those mistakes. And also, in process, they become very resilient. But it's not just that. They learn what are they passionate about. They learn the problem they want to solve. They learn how to think, well, if there is a problem, there are multiple ways to solve that problem.
Welcome back to today's Game Changers podcast. My name is Zach Story with my beautiful wife.
Natalia Story.
And today we're going to talk to you about something super important about how to make sure that our kids will stay relevant and be able to thrive in the world with artificial intelligence. Because I think it became obvious to all of us lately that we were wrong about our anticipation that artificial intelligence will first replace the low-skilled labor. Now it's become evident to everybody that it's actually going to replace the knowledge worker first. Just as recently as a couple of weeks ago, Intel was laying off another round of 8,000 highly skilled engineers. You know, that's after a round of firings from other high-tech companies, as well as our friends who run different firms. We have attorneys that are friends telling us that they're now replacing low-level associates or entry-level lawyers with AI. So how do we make sure that our kids stay relevant and thrive in a world where artificial intelligence will dominate?
I actually think low, like those workers that you're talking about, I think a lot of people anticipated that robots will replace them. And a lot of people were kind of, when they were used to think about artificial intelligence, they used to think about robots.
Right.
And a lot of that comes from movies.
That's true. And robots are very expensive and they're not here yet.
And robots are here already. And there are a lot of companies like McDonald's are buying companies that produce robots, and they already changed, I think, 6 locations that completely
Humanless.
humanless, which
Yeah.
is a new word.
Yeah,
in,
and it's just the beginning of that wave.
yeah. So I think it's robots that we used to think about artificial intelligence. So let's get back to your question.
How do we make sure that our kids are going to be able to stay relevant and going to be able to thrive in the world with AI?
Well, it comes down to reverse engineering what kind of habits, traits, thinking patterns we need to develop in our kids in order to face the tsunami of technological revolution that is on horizon. And I agree with Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, that it will be resilience, adaptability, and ability to learn quickly the new skills, new trends that are on the market or in our lives. And that's probably the most important character traits that we need to develop in our kids, not only to be successful, but also to stay relevant.
Which is kind of going to be important. You know, so how do we develop resilience, adaptability, and ability to learn new things quickly in children?
We need to create the environment where kids encouraged to explore, explore their interests, explore what they are passionate about, to take risk, and to learn how to make like real life decisions where mistakes are not only okay, but they are seen as a positive thing, failure as a positive thing, as something that is required for learning, for growth. And that kind of environment, it doesn't exist in a lot of structural institutions like schools, where mistakes are like where kids are punished for their mistakes.
Absolutely, yeah.
By getting bad grades and all of it.
Everything is being stigmatized. When you get bad grades, you get stigmatized. People, you're not getting friends. You know, you look down upon as a second-rate citizen.
And instead of that, we need to reward kids for making mistakes. We need reward kids for thinking differently, I speak like Steve Jobs. Think differently. Thinking different, for thinking outside the box, for taking action.
And how do we create that environment where kids are encouraged to fail, to take action, to think outside the box? What are we talking about here?
Well, in my search, in my journey to find the answer, because I started to look into that actually since Skylar was born. It was 2014. And me and you already knew that people are working on AI. So in my search, what I found is that entrepreneurship is that obstacle course where kids are getting reward. And it's actually interesting because that monetary reward that kids get, that's very inconsistent. It's sort of like intermittent reward that Andrew Huberman talks about, that you need intermittent reward in order to make any behavior sticky, in order to transform any behavior into a habit. You
Well,
need
any
that.
reward works, just intermittent rewards, random intermittent rewards that was actually introduced to us by Dr. Rybel Sapolsky that Huberman talks about a lot. Is just way more powerful because it releases 400% of dopamine as opposed to 100%.
And when kids are in their entrepreneurial journey, they getting that monetary reward, they make like they want to go through all these obstacles. They
Right.
want to fail. They want to make mistakes. They want to learn from those mistakes. And also in process, they become very resilient. But it's not just that. They learn what are they passionate about. They learn the problem they want to solve. They learn how to think, well, if there is a problem, there are multiple ways to solve that problem.
Yeah, divergent thinking is critical. Actually, I wholeheartedly agree that entrepreneurship, I think, is the only way to prepare kids for what's coming in the future. So now that we're talking about entrepreneurship and on that topic, let's talk about my Kid Entrepreneur Academy and how it's different from any other entrepreneurial program that exists out there, because me and you did our research prior to launching my Kid Entrepreneur Academy. So let's talk more about that.
My Kid Entrepreneur, the book, club, and now Academy actually were born because we were looking and researching something for our own kids. And it was born out of not our desire,
Necessity,
but
rather.
it was born out of necessity because there were nothing out there that were designed not only for kids, but designed by those people who know entrepreneurship from their own experience. It's either were programs that were teaching wages and salaries designed by teachers, and they were giving employee mindset to kids instead of entrepreneurship mindset.
I think they were just outdated, babe. If you think about it, Kidpreneur Academy was just outdated. We bought it for Sky, but they weren't even teaching stuff using the internet, which to me, if you don't utilize the internet today in business, what are you doing?
And second, it was outdated programs. Not only like, I'm not talking about 2-3 years outdated. I'm talking about
Last century.
20-30 years outdated, because it's not about even internet. It's about 20-30 years ago. Only large companies had access to technologies that kids have access to today. Like literally, we were writing a book with kids yesterday inside in a My Kid Entrepreneur Club, and they were shocked how in 30 seconds they literally made illustrations for the book. And we went through a lot of other books, and it took like simple book, right? It took 10 people minimum to write, to illustrate, to edit, to grammar proof, to make all of those changes, and then cover design, and then publishing. There was an entire different process of publishing. And in today's world, kids can utilize technologies and make everything happen in matter of minutes, seconds. And if you're not utilizing, if you're not teaching kids how to utilize technologies that large companies are use, then they irrelevant already. How would
They are left
compete?
behind. But now that you mentioned the word publishing, I also wanted to say that one of the things that internet gives us entrepreneurs and kids now is the ability to publish that was only reserved for large corporations before, that were able to buy primetime slots on BBC, ABC, all those channel networks that are now becoming relevant as well. And I also think that entrepreneurship is a lot of fun for parents, because entrepreneurship is about kind of finding your purpose in life. And in that process, it's a journey, and that journey is fun for parents as well as for kids. Every day when I talk to Sky about his business, and we talk about the problems he's facing and how to overcome them and what he's learned, where he failed, it's like a game, and it's fun for me. It's so much fun to watch him grow, to watch him struggle, and then finally figure it out.
And that excitement.
Oh my God, that's the best part. That's the best part. So let's talk more about My Kid Entrepreneur Academy.
Well, My Kid Entrepreneur Academy is designed for kids to take action. So it's basically based on a lot of lessons from our own experience, but we after each lesson is not like, well, here's the test, I want to check your knowledge. No, it's actually after each lesson, kids are encouraged to take action. It's actionable lessons and practical examples, not only from grown-up entrepreneurs, but also from different from kidpreneurs that already either doing that or already grew up, some of them. And we actually reverse engineer the whole process of how entrepreneurship is taught to kids, because actually it's coming from experience, right? A lot of entrepreneurs, they spend 80% of their time to developing the product, to make it perfect, and then they either have that product in their garage because they have no idea how to market, how to sell, who are they selling that product, who are they solving that problem, who are they solving that problem for. Instead of spending 80% of their time on developing the product, or we give kids the product with high margin, actually amazing for kids to do themselves. So it's a product designed for kids that they can take and sell and learn that what 80% of skills will make a successful entrepreneur: how to sell, how to influence, how to negotiate, how to find who are you solving the problem for, who do you want to work with. And on that journey, once they realize that, how to build the list, how to build your audience, how to publish, how to start a podcast, right? All of those things, they're going to be able to sell anything. They realize with today's technologies, to create a product is easier. To find the purpose, to find the problem they want to solve, to find the mission, that is actually a key to success
and fulfilled life.
Yep.
And now that AI is here and is disrupting every industry imaginable, I think it's imperative for parents to take action and actually get their kids involved in entrepreneurship. And the best way to do it, you can either click the link in the description below or just go to mykidpreneur.com. You can get access to the Academy for one-time small fixed fee. And it's a no-brainer offer because you get 100% money back guarantee in case you're not 100% satisfied.
Not only that, kids have a product that they're going to start making money right away.
It's going to pay for itself almost
Exactly.
instantly. But to me, it's more of it's a bonding experience for parents as well with kids. It's every single client of ours that's taking our classes and we work with, this is one of those intangibles that I didn't even foresee, that they're having so much fun doing it with their kids.
Yep.
So take action now. Go to mykidpreneur.com. Get your access to My Kid Entrepreneur Academy and get your kids ready for the future now.